us great pleasure to welcome to the podium our very gracious and generous host, Mr. Brandon Q. Jones, the Director of External Affairs here at Comerica Bank.
We are super excited to have you all here today. Man, it feels so good to have this many students in this space, right? And when we created this space, we hoped that we would be able to host things like this and to have our future here with us. And so we're super proud to have you. Thank you so much to NFTE. NFTE has been a wonderful organization that we partner with from coast to coast. And that you really do help to underscore our mission to be the best bank for business, with making investments in our future students, in our future entrepreneurs. And so we're so proud to have you as a partner. I want to acknowledge a couple of people in the room who have been instrumental to this partnership. First off, I would like to introduce or acknowledge Melinda Chausse. She is a member of our Management Executive Committee. She's our Chief Credit Officer, so please give her a hand. She's very important. I would also like to acknowledge Ms. Latoya Rao. She is our Community Affairs National Leader. She's also a board member of NFTE, and she is a fierce advocate for the organization and the reason why you all are here today. So thank you so much, Latoya, for your work as well. You already are winners. It doesn't matter what happens today, you're here. You're here, and I went around and we saw these amazing businesses that you planted, and you were planting the right seeds. And we hope that you grow to be wonderful entrepreneurs. Please carry these businesses all the way through and know that we as a bank are here for you. And so as you walk around, you see these people with these name tags on and they say they work for Comerica, talk to us. We're a business bank. We do business, right? And we can help you with your businesses. But we are super proud of you, and you all are already winners. And congratulations in advance. So thank you all so much for being here today, and we look forward to a wonderful competition. Thank you. Please welcome to the podium our incredible event host, the NFTE Board South member and inspirational Chief Confidence Initiator, Michelle Baker.
Hey, you guys, are you ready to have some fun? Ready to celebrate some students? Students, are you guys ready to do some amazing things up front here? So thank you, Brandon, and thank you everyone at Comerica Bank for making this happen today. We're so excited for this beautiful and incredible space and to have your support and amazing young entrepreneurs and you exemplary teachers. This would not happen without the teachers. What a joy. So hello everyone, I'm excited to have and hope that you're all thrilled as I am to take part in this cornerstone of the NFTE program, the business plan competition. All right, so if you're here today, chances are you already know the crucial entrepreneurial mindset to the success of the country, the economy, our communities, and most of all, our young people. That means that every single person in this room has the power to transform lives. Each and every one of us has that ability. The lives of young people through entrepreneurship, especially the generous host, Comerica Bank, and the many other sponsors of this challenge, including our presenter, sponsor, Ernst Young, our signature, let's give Ernst Young an applause. Thank you. Our signature sponsor, Santander Bank, and our associate sponsors, PayPal and Zora. Thank you. Thank you all for making this possible. We couldn't do this without your support and without your assistance. I'd also like to thank the wonderful NFTE teachers and school partners, as well as the business coaches, classroom volunteers, judges, family, friends that provide advice, encouragement to the NFTE students, and the incredible support given this year to this year's young entrepreneurs does not go unnoticed. Thank you. As you guys are listening, it takes a village. It takes a lot of people to make this happen. So please applaud everyone and applaud yourself. And finally, this event would not be possible without the commitment, guidance, and support of the members of the South Region Advisory Board. Board members, would you stand real quick? And to whom find listed in digital program. I just so today's the big day. It's the result of a lot of time, energy, and work. Finalists, we know how much effort you put into your business plans. You know these businesses believe more than anyone else. And we can't wait to hear all about your great ideas. So are you guys ready to present? Yeah. Okay. Before you start, I want you to take a deep breath. I did before I got up here, so you guys can take one too. And remember that everyone here believes in you. No matter what happens in the competition, know that you've already done something amazing. You've shown creativity, courage, and commitment, and that's what entrepreneurship is all about. And I want to remind you of something, that winning is great when the challenges that push us to grow the most, so don't worry about the competition. Just be proud of getting this far and enjoy the applause. You already won for being here today, so enjoy every minute of it. Relax and get ready. All right, so what's exciting is to judge the challenge. So we have a lovely esteemed panel of judges. So I would like to announce this to you. So help me welcome Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Credit Officer for Comerica Bank, Melinda Chausse. Thank you. And then Partner and Principal in Indirect Tax Services for Ernst Young, Lincoln Cohoon. NFTE 2017 alumni and Marketing Coordinator for Workforce Development at Dallas ISD, Amari DeFrance. The President and Chair of the Southern Dallas Progress Community Development Corporation, James McGee. And Client Services Leader at Fidelity, Kelli Vibert. Okay, judges, thank you so much for sharing your time and expertise. We have every confidence in the finalists, truly impressed you, and that you are going to do an amazing job. Now, for the brief review of the rules, each presenter will have exactly 7 minutes to present their pitch deck to the judges. Our timer will show a green card when there are 5 minutes left, a yellow card when there is 1 minute left, and time expires before they finish. A red card will be shown and a bell tone will ring. After each presentation, the judges will have 3 minutes to ask questions. Again, a yellow card will be shown when there's 1 minute left, and a red card and a bell will be rung when the time is up. Wait for the bell. We will provide a minute between presentations for our judges to make necessary notes and report their scores. And with 5 teams presenting, we also pause briefly after the first 3 presentations for a short break, for coffee, and to help our judges get caught up with their scoring. Now, I'm excited to announce that the 3rd place winner from today's competition will leave with $500. Who could use $500? While our 2nd place winner will receive $1,000. And our 1st place will take home $1,500. And in addition, the 2 runner-ups will receive a gift card of $100 each. All right, let's get ready. So we're going to welcome up here our first presenter from Henry Longfellow Career Exploration Academy with her pitch for Lexi's Sweet Treats. Lexi Hoffman.
Hi, my name is Lexi Hoffman, and I'm the owner and founder of Lexi Sweet Treats, where we make life better with one cookie at a time. I'm in 7th grade and I go to Henry W. Longfellow Career Exploration Academy, and today I'm going to be talking about one issue most people face: cookies. Almost 40% of people can't buy cookies because they aren't dairy-free, or big cookie companies don't offer them. Another reason why is because they're too expensive, they're not fresh, they take a long time, and they aren't dairy-free. But that's where I come into place. With Lexi Sweet Treats, our cookies are fast delivery, homemade, affordable prices, and dairy-free. What makes us unique? Well, our logo, our 3 years of baking experience, and our cookies are dairy-free. Our target market is ages 5 to 98 and females in the DFW area who love cookies. Our buying patterns are people who have a disposable income. Dallas's population is 1.3 million. Our target market population is 223,000, and our market size is 145,000. Our marketing plan is to keep customers by using social media, and how we get new customers is by using ads on TikTok and Instagram and TikTok posts for exposure to our cookies. Our deals are 10% off for new customers, $3 for 4 cookies, and $10 for 12 cookies. Let's look at our competitors. Lexi Sweet Treats, our cookies are $1.99, dairy-free options, and homemade. Tish Treats, $2 per cookie, no dairy-free options, and homemade. But Crumble, $5 per cookie, no dairy-free options, and half homemade. Our projected growth for 2025 through 2030 is 4%. What makes me qualified? Well, I speak 2 languages. I have experience in baking for 3 years. I take a business class. I get A's in all my grades, and I have experience in running a business for over 3 years. Let's look at our cost structures. Our selling price is $1.99. Our COGS is 96 cents. Our contribution margin is $1.05. Our total variable material expenses is 76 cents. Our fixed expenses is $3,050. And if we divide the fixed expenses and the contribution margin, we get $2,961.16, which will lead us to 2,962 units. Our plans of growth is to grow our social media status and make collaborations with big brands and influencers. Our projected growth for year 1 is 1,093, year 2, 2,045, and year 3, 3,017. Our philanthropy plan is free cookies for cancer patients. Thank you.
Judges, do you have any questions?
Lexi, I have a question. First of all, really great job, and it's always hard to go first. Is your plan to offer just dairy-free, or would you try to appeal to a broader audience?
Right now, I am just dairy-free because there are so many companies that are gluten-free and dairy-free, and we just chose to just do dairy-free.
Lexi, pass down the microphone, please. Oh, great job again. I saw that your target market was women, females. Can you tell us a little bit more about why that is?
So our data shows that it's mostly females who buy the cookies. So we decided that to make it females so we have a greater profit.
Thank you.
Great job. I do think I buy more cookies than my wife. She tells me I need to buy healthy food, but I think overall, really good job. Is your plan to expand within Dallas or to expand across the Metroplex, or what does the future look like?
So the future looks like we want to expand throughout the US, but currently we are a small business, so we are just based in Dallas. But hopefully in the future we do want to expand.
One more question for me. Is it delivery only, or will you have a storefront as well where people can come in?
Currently it's just delivery, but in the future we are planning on doing storefront.
Okay, thank you, Lexi. We'll give the judges time to mark the formal scores. Okay, judges, as you wrap that up, now we're going to get ready for our second finalist. Presenting his business plan, JC Productions. Please welcome Jonathan Campos from Career Institute North.
Hello judges and audience, my name is Jonathan Campos and today I'm going to present my business, JC Productions. You can find me on Instagram as jcdrone.productions. Our slogan is, we are not just flying drones, we're elevating possibilities. Our problem opportunity. Filmmakers and event producers face significant barriers in capturing dynamic aerial footage due to extremely high traditional aerial cinematography costs, limited creativity, perspective, and safety risks associated with complex aerial shots. Our market opportunity. Drone cinematography market is projected to reach $1.89 billion by 2029. It is growing in demand for innovative visual storytelling and its increasing need for cost-efficient production techniques. Our value proposition. We offer high-quality aerial cinematography by offering accessible, safe, and creative drone filming solutions for filmmakers and event producers. But why choose JC Productions? Well, we are passionate for aerial storytelling and innovation. We are committed to safety, quality, and techniques, and we offer the best equipment and FAA-certified Part 107 pilots. Our mission statement, making solutions for filmmakers, real estate agents, special events, and aspiring drone pilots. And I guess you're wondering, but what makes us special? Well, we have pilots with a proper certification. We offer the best drone footage for any project, and we stay updated on the latest drone tech. Good equipment plus skilled pilots equals great results. Whether you're a filmmaker, real estate agent, or event planner, JC Productions will give you stunning aerial footage for your next project. JC Productions is your trusted partner in reaching new heights. Our target market. For a total population of 90,000 and our target market population being 19%, our market size is 17,000. Our demographics are real estate agents, event planners, and marketing firms in the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area in Texas that are looking for aerial photography and cinematography and for the best quality footage. Our marketing plan. Our goal number one is to establish JC Productions as a leading provider of high-quality aerial cinematography in Dallas-Fort Worth area. The key metric being to track engagement on Instagram. Our goal number two is to generate 10 to 15 new clients per month from target market within the first 6 months of operation. The key metric being number of new clients increase. Our goal number three is to achieve 5 to 10% customer retention rate by the end of the first year. The key metric being feedback and testimonials and social media engagement. To promote, we would use social media because it is perfect for showcasing aerial cinematography work and it's easy to engage with the target market. And we would use a professional website because it is essential for converting potential leads into clients. And for retention and engagement strategies, we would do regular follow-ups and customer feedback. Our competitive analyses. In the US, the drone service market is expected to exceed $7 billion by 2025, with the Dallas-Fort Worth being one of the fastest growing markets for the real estate and event-based aerial cinematography. Our direct competitors would be big Dallas companies, but our opportunity would be that we are focused on creative filmmaking by offering personalized drone cinematography. Our indirect competitors would be local photography services, but our opportunity would be to focus on high quality drone footage in this market. For the total local market size, the local drone service market is estimated to be around $5 million annually. And I aim to generate $1,000 in revenue, $100,000 in revenue in the first year. JC Productions is estimated to capture 2% of the local drone service market. My qualifications: FAA Part 107 certification. I've worked with my high school and sports events. I'm taking color grading classes, and I'm certified in entrepreneurship and small businesses. I'm bilingual, and I have the most professional student and student leadership, and recently the Student of the Semester Award at Career Institute North. And I got second place in the Hilltop Entrepreneurship Challenge. My entrepreneurship mindset domains is being creative, innovative, resilient, and being a problem solver. And how does all these qualifications add to my business? Well, as the founder of JC Productions, I am responsible for overseeing all aspects of operations, client relations, and business growth. Our cost structure: for 1 hour of drone footage, it would be $250, the contributing margin being $142, and our monthly break-even units would be 6 units. Our variable material expenses, for a total of $766, it would include gas. And for our fixed expenses, for a total of $800, it will be car payment, car insurance, liability insurance, drone insurance, and Wi-Fi. Current status and future plans. Business launch. Currently in the early stages of operations, JC Productions has begun establishing a presence on social media. Our next step to become fully operational is to purchase additional equipment like a second drone and other equipment, and to expand service capabilities. We will develop a professional website, and to initiate marketing, we would use social media ads targeting industries like real estate, event planners, and local sports leagues. Expected cost and funding. Our equipment and insurance is to $10,000 to $12,000 for drones, insurance, and other operational equipment. For marketing and branding, $2,000 for digital advertising and promotional materials in the first 6 months. And our immediate social responsibility and long-term philanthropy. For our immediate social responsibility, we offer discounted drone services to local nonprofits or community projects such as aerial footage for charity events or local sports leagues. And our long-term goal is to develop a drone training scholarship program that provides educational and job opportunities in the drone industry. This will be my business, and don't forget that we're not just flying drones, we're elevating possibility.
So judges, what questions do you have?
Jonathan, how did you determine your target market? You said there were 19,000 potential customers.
Yes, those 19,000 potential customers are the total people that are real estate agents, event planners, and people that are looking for drone producers.
Is the cost of your initial drone in your financials already, or is that a cost that still needs to be factored in?
That's for additional equipment.
So it's for, so as for the drone footage, how long does it take to turn around once you actually complete your work at a sporting event to get back to the customer?
Yes, great question. So I'll be done, it depends how many hours that client pays for. That would be like, for 1 hour, I would take like 2 days to edit it and everything to get ready to send it to them.
So, you said you're going to be using a lot of people who are certified. Is that something that's going to be a part of your process of the labor? Is that included in that cost to get them certified, or they have to come to your business and actually?
So yeah, great question. So right now it's only me, but I would like to look for people that are interested in doing that, and I would hire them to do it and expand the business.
Any more questions? Complete, judges? Okay, let's give it up for Jonathan. give the judges about a minute to finalize their story. And then we'll move on to our next contestant. Okay, now for our third finalist, presenting his business plan for Choose Bake Now. Please welcome Kevin Navarro from Nimitz High School.
Hello judges, my name is Kevin Navarro and I am a foodie. And today I will be presenting Choose Bake Now, a quick and customizable cake service. We're here when you forget. Judges, have you ever scrambled last minute to get a cake? What you had in line is not sold out, and when you try to order, the wait of the line is too long, then Choose Bake Now is here for you. We offer simple and customizable cake options that are great quality and delivered quickly. By great quality, I mean none of it is boxed or processed like boxed cake or processed icing. Everything is homemade from the batters to the icing. How my business works is I limit orders to ensure the quality and delivery of every single cake that I get or order. My customers' cake options are simple, customizable, small tray, which is a single serving, 1 or 2 tier cake. Customers can contact me over the phone or through my website. They have deposited their card at an agreed price. This way, if the customer ever backs out, that half deposit can cover the cost of the cake they didn't fully pay for. Homemade batter and icings are prepared, so they're ready for orders. I have a big enough oven so I can make multiple cakes at a time. That way I can deliver quickly. Customer is contacted when the cake is ready, and I can personally deliver the cake to the customer for an extra fee, but only in the DFW area. My target market are those who are employed and have an income level of 30K or more. They live and work in the DFW area. They're last minute shoppers. They like pastries, but they hate to wait. And they like to spend gifts on others. For my marketing plans, I will be using these social media platforms: TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. With these platforms, I will post pictures, videos of every finished product, time-lapse videos of making an order, and reactions and comments from my customers. This way I can build an audience, slowly gain their trust, and retain customers. My key matrix is $1,000 profit every month, 7 orders in a week, and 500 views on my social media platforms or website. For my competitive balance, I will be comparing my business, Choose Bake Now, and GG Boutique. We are both online shops, but the main difference is that I am kitchen-based, while they are a home-based cake business. This is a difference because in my kitchen-based, I am renting, and since I'm renting, I'm gonna regularly get inspected. If I'm regularly inspected, customers can know that my area where I work at is safe and clean. Compared to a home-based cake business, you never know what's going on. I provide a phone number and email so customers and I can discuss. But for GG Boutique, they can only discuss through the phone. I offer a 2-tier basic cake at $105, while they offer a basic wedding cake that starts at $200 and only goes up. I can offer a variety of flavors if requested, but for them, you have to pay extra to even get the option. My qualifications are: I'm ServSafe certified, I'm bilingual, I'm eligible to attend culinary practicum in high school next year. I have some personal home experience in baking, and I can work in a fast-paced environment. Currently, I'm solo production. I'm renting a kitchen. I only sell about 5 products. I have a basic understanding of decorating, and I have a simple website. What I plan to do in the future is expand my production team, own my own kitchen, introduce more products, improve or practice more decorating methods, and a more professional website. Once again, judges, my name is Kevin Navarro. I am a foodie, and I represent the Choose Bake Now, a quick and customizable cake service. We're here when you forget.
Questions we have for Kevin?
Sorry to jump again. Can you talk a little bit about your current cost structure and then plan for future growth?
Cost structure? For my cost structure. For my cost structure, I pretty much.
Apologies, that must have deleted at one point. I'll see if I can find it. Go ahead.
Pretty much for my cost structure is, it was everything from how the cake was made, the simple two-tier cake. It was simply the ingredients, how to make an amount, how to make the cake and the packaging. Plus my fixed expenses were rent, utilities, payment. And I pretty much got the simple two-tier cake was $105. After labor and the fixed expenses came to around $45.97. I subtracted that from 105 and I gained, I think, $59 and 0.80 something cents for my cost of goods sold. I took that contribution margin. I divided it by my fixed expenses, which is around 1,180, I think. And then you can divide those, you get 19.47 units or 20 units, which is around, I have to sell 20 units or 20 simple two-tier cakes to break even for them.
Great job. Great job.
How quickly can you turn an order for those people like me that forget to do it?
So since I am targeting last minute shoppers, I plan to get the order ready the same day or next day ready.
How many, what's your max number of cakes that you can do in a day?
It will depend on how many orders I make. I take 7 orders in a week, but that one order can be multiple in a row. So it can be multiple one trays and then a single two-tier simple cake. But since I have a big enough oven, I can make multiple things in a row. That way I can do things more quickly and in time.
Okay, well, judges, you'll have an opportunity to finish your paperwork. Let's give Kevin another round. And now the judges have a minute to wrap up their paperwork, but you all have a break. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Let's jump right back into this, and we have the business plan for Little Land Living. Please welcome J. Cruz Malagón and Raul Torres Jr. from Price Career Institute.
Imagine if you were a landowner.
You gotta push it. Push it. We'll start your time again.
Yeah.
Is it working? Here. Excuse me. You got it?
Yeah.
Good. Well done.
Okay. This?
Just let us imagine. It's good.
Imagine if you were a landowner who's been paying thousands of dollars in taxes for unused land that generates you no income. Now imagine you got an economical solution to your problem. My name is J. Cruz Malagón. My name is Raul Torres, and our business is Little Land Living. Limitations inspire creativity. The problem is that there's a lot of unused land that landowners have, and it just isn't generating them any income. We want to fix that problem. We want to place something on that land so that they can either generate income or use it for their own housing. Another huge problem that we want to solve here in the Metroplex, Fort Worth, and Dallas area is the housing crisis. We want to do as much as we can to provide homes, tiny homes, at a lower cost so we can provide for the less fortunate. Our solution to these problems, we want to help landowners reimagine their land or backyard space into functional, income-generating living areas. Construction for one tiny home takes approximately 1 to 2 months to complete. Our tiny homes provide all the amenities a traditional home offers in a more eco-friendly and compact design. We want to work with nonprofit organizations. For tiny home support for unhoused individuals, such as permanent location shelters, mental health organizations, and city needs. Our tiny homes are eco-friendly, convenient, and very customizable. Now, what are the steps for you to receive your tiny home? Step 1 is the initial contact. You can either contact us through our Instagram or through our soon-to-be website. And we also set up a meeting either virtually or in person. Step 2, getting to know you, your lifestyle, your vision, and how you want to live your life so that we can make your tiny home the best. Step 3, site and regulation check. We go to the area where you want to place your tiny home. We make sure that all the zoning regulations are right so that we're able to place a tiny home on that land. And we also get all the necessary permits so we can start building. Step 4, design and planning. We provide our customers with a virtual tour, and we also finalize the price plan, and we want to later on help with financing. Step 5, build, inspect, and install. Once everything is approved, we begin construction and we conduct the building process so that we can transport the tiny home to the land. What makes us different from everybody else? We provide a virtual tour and we have connections at our school, Price Career Institute, because we have trained professionals there in HVAC, electrical, construction, and architecture. We want to target a diverse group of people who want a way to generate income or be financially independent. People who want a simple, flexible, sustainable, and eco-friendly lifestyle. We base ourselves in Texas because not only do we live in Texas, but Texas is a tiny home-friendly state. Our buying patterns are minimalist people who like to reduce clutter and want an eco-friendly, efficient lifestyle. The CAGR is at 3.50%, and by 2031, the tiny home market will be worth $7.39 billion. Some of our competitors are Tumbleweed, Escape, Tiny Heirloom, and Amazon. Tumbleweed and Amazon both provide tiny homes, but they do not provide construction and landscaping around the tiny home. We provide construction and landscaping around the tiny home for people who want to rent out or make their own tiny home escape. Escape and Tiny Heirloom both provide landscaping around, but it's limited. Our unfair advantages are 1, we monetize underused property like backyards, vacant lots, or inherited land. Number 2, build one or many tiny homes. Number 3, tap into multiple rental markets from Airbnb guests to students and retirees. And number 4, we give the full service experience, such as planning, design, permitting, financing, and furnishing. We plan to market using our social medias such as Instagram and YouTube. Once we build a tiny home, we want to give tours and also give tips to people who want to start living that lifestyle, that tiny sustainable lifestyle. And we also want to market and do ads on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Google, and Facebook. And we also want to go to events and collaborate with different companies such as Builders of Hope to provide tiny homes. And we also want to go to tiny home expos to get the new trends. The starting price for one basic tiny home of 300 square feet is $50,000. The total cost of goods sold is $22,012. Contribution margin is $27,988. Our monthly break-even is 2 units, but of course, we're going to sell more than that. Our current status is we're designing tiny home models, engaging with key organizations, and preparing for the first launch of our first project. We also consult with industry professionals. What we want to plan in the future is establishing a tiny home resort, utilizing advanced technology for eco-friendly living, partnering with financial institutes to facilitate homeownership, and collaborating with nonprofit organizations for housing solutions. We are both architectural scholars, OSHA certified, first place in the Prize Career Institute pitch competition, first place in the NFTE pitch challenge, first place in the Hilltop Entrepreneurship Challenge, Student USA members, school ambassadors, Adriano students, bilingual, and we are both ESB certified. Thank you so much for your time. My name is Jay Cruz Malagon. My name is Raul Torres, and our business is Little Land Living, where limitations inspire creativity.
Let me just jump in here for 1 second, Michelle Judges. The gentleman had given us an updated PowerPoint, which I think switched out when my computer turned off. So they have been working with an outdated version of their deck today. Give it up for them for rolling with the punches.
Judges, do you have any questions? Jay Cruz and Raul.
Great job. More of a suggestion, I think, for all of you. So we've heard, Jonathan's got a drone business. Y'all are looking to do photography with this. Collaborate. I can introduce you to dozens of entrepreneurs, and the first thing I would say is their network is what's so valuable. So work together. Your peers are who will help you grow your business, and you'll help them grow their business. And it's certainly a way to be successful.
Thank you so much.
How would you go about identifying individuals that have unused land?
I think we would go around vacant lands, scoping out, contacting the owner of those lands, and letting them know what we offer, so we can give them an offer, and maybe they'll like it, and we can help them. Any other questions?
Yes, so it says 32,000 vacant lots within the city of Dallas. So we have plenty of opportunity on that. We count them. But as far as the tiny homes, are they being constructed off-site? And then 1 to 2 months, they're being constructed on-site.
So later on, we want to provide both options. We want to transfer the tiny homes to the land, and if they desire, we can build it on their land.
And one more question as far as zoning, and this is city of Dallas zoning. Have y'all looked into that aspect of it? I mean, because without a permanent foundation, it's a house. Without some tiny homes are considered modular homes, and that kind of gets wonky as far as the zoning within the city of Dallas.
So we did look into that, and here in the Dallas County, it's very friendly for tiny homes. So that's why we want to work here in this area first, because they're tiny home friendly. We also looked around in which counties actually are friendly for tiny homes. And first we found Dallas, and we found a lot more. And once we start growing our business, we're going to expand to those counties.
Thank you, Jay Cruz and Raul. Let's give it up. Judges, to finalize the scores, and then we'll bring up our final presenter. Okay, now for our 5th finalist presenting their business plan, Child Guardian, please welcome. Not me, not it. Presenting their business plan for Child Guardian, please welcome Kamsi Dukes and Ira Masood from Grand Prairie School for the highly gifted.
Imagine yourself in a violent altercation with another student at your school. One thing leads to another, and before you know it, a student is stabbed to death at your school's track meet. Unfortunately, this was a situation that happened here in Frisco, Texas, just a little over a month ago. With an increase in violent altercations happening over the past couple of years, more and more principals are looking for ways to solve the outbreak. That is where we come in, child guardian.
The problem we are currently focusing on is that bullied students are too scared to report situations to adults. We found that only 24% of bullied students reported their situation to a trusted adult.
But how do we plan to solve this problem? Our product, the Guardian Watch, solves this problem through the watch's help button on the side. You double-click the button to ping the nearest teacher's phone. The ping functions a little bit like an Amber Alert.
We also have a desktop and mobile app that connects to all students' watches, and it also connects to the teachers' phones. We also have a voice recording feature which can be turned in as evidence.
Now is our underlying magic. The feature that makes our product not easily copied is the ability to receive assistance in the moment.
Our watch is also worn all day, so that no important interactions are missed.
But who might buy our products? Our target market consists of principals between the ages of 34 to 54 who live and work in Grand Prairie ISD.
Our target market has habits of smart spending, but they like to make long-term investments. They work at schools with high bullying rates and are looking for ways to solve the outbreak. Now that we have described our target market, how do we actually plan to market our product? We plan to place ads on the GPISD website so that other school principals can view our product.
We also plan to have Google ads on websites such as YouTube. Lastly, we plan to have multiple social media platforms, including but not limited to Instagram, Facebook, and X. But what sets us apart from our competition? Here we have found two other businesses that we believe are adequate competitors for our watch. The first thing we checked was if both watches have the ability to be bought in bulk. Our product, the Guardian Watch, possesses this ability, but our competitors, TikTok and PlayZoom, do not.
Another feature that sets us apart from our competitors is our mobile and desktop app. Our competitor, TikTok, has a mobile app, but PlayZoom has neither of these. The last feature that sets us apart is our ping feature. Neither of our competitors have this feature.
We are qualified in many ways. I, Kamsi Dukes, are qualified in OSHA 10 general industry, job interview skills, and cyber safety awareness. I won second place at my school's Nifty Startup Tech Showcase due to my previous enrollment in Nifty Startup Tech. I'm currently enrolled in Nifty Entrepreneurship 1. I've been coding ever since the second grade, whether it be block coding or advanced coding languages such as Python.
I am also qualified in OSHA 10 general industry, job interview skills, and cyber safety awareness. I was previously enrolled in Nifty Startup Tech, and I'm currently enrolled in Nifty Entrepreneurship 1. This summer, I am going to Nationals for Skills USA for baby CPR, which shows my care towards children.
But what goes into making our products? There are multiple products go into making our watch. First is our definition of one unit. Our definition of one unit is one smartwatch with top contact available. Now is our description of expenses. We have multiple products go into making one watch. We have our smartwatch electronics cover case and bands for $29, our smartwatch motherboard and battery for $35.49, and our smartwatch LCD display screen for $24.58.
These variable expenses total to $89.07. For our fixed expenses, we have warehouse rent for $1,500, advertising for $750, and insurance for $267. This includes general liability insurance and commercial property insurance. This totals to $2,517.
Now is our economics of one unit. We added up our cost of variable materials with our cost of labor, which totals $7.50. We then added that up with other variable costs, which totals $5.52. This amount came from the cost of shipping in Texas. All that totals to $102.09. That value becomes our COGS, or cost of goods sold. We then increased our COGS by 57% to get a selling price of $178.14.
We then took our cost of goods sold and subtracted it from our selling price to get our contribution margin. We then took our fixed expenses and divided it by our contribution margin to get the number 33. This is the total number of units we need to sell to break even with our costs.
In our first year, we plan to make $489,885. We plan to make $979,770 in our second year, and in our third year, we plan to make $1,959,540. Currently, we have garden watches able to be bought in bulk. Although we sell watches individually, watches bought in bulk offer a small discount.
In the future, we plan to advertise on the websites outside of GPISC. We also plan to add a voice activation feature, and we also plan to expand our target market to parents looking for ways to protect their children. Lastly, we want a patent for our product, so it is even harder for other companies to copy our product.
Just remember, when problems arise, click your watch in disguise. I'm Kamsi Dukes.
I'm Ira Masood, and we are Child Guardian. Thank
Judges,
Yeah,
questions?
excellent job, girls. My question is, are you doing the manufacturing of the watches yourselves, or are you buying it from somebody else who's manufacturing and you're just doing the distribution?
So currently, we are not manufacturing because this is an ideology pitch, but in the future, we plan to manufacture ourselves with warehouse that we spend rent on.
I like that you have principals as your target market, but is your target customer really the ISD itself then? Who's the buyer?
The principals buy the product for their school, but it's targeted towards all the principals in the district. So the principals buy it for schools.
So you just mentioned that you're targeting to the principals. Would you maybe want to expand even to other school districts as a whole? So maybe it's like the school district itself, or just the principals for now? Is that something you thought of?
That is actually a great idea. Currently, we are targeted towards principals, but in the future, we would like to target to the districts itself.
Okay, thank you, judges, and thank you, Kamsi. You all hear me? Yep. Okay. This is the voice of my head. Thank you, Kamsi and Ira. Let's give them another round of applause. Okay, at this time, we're going to send our judges off to do what they do. I'm not envy you all. So collect your things and head off to the scoring. You have someone who will guide you there. So let's give them a round of applause and get them ready to make those selections.
Thanks, Michelle, for being here today to MC our event and represent Nifty Southport. Please join me in applauding Michelle. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you found our students' presentations inspiring. I'm always amazed at their ideas and the depth of commitment they have to bring them to life. Now, while their pitch decks and presentations are a testament to all the hard work and passion our students put into their business ideas, they are also a reflection of the secret sauce behind that success, an incredible Nifty teacher. Nifty teachers are highly skilled, disciplined, and passionate educators who exemplify excellent content knowledge, classroom management, and a belief that an entrepreneurial mindset can change a student's life trajectory. And Nifty is proud to have so many incredible educators supporting our students in the South region. Not all of them can be with us today, but I know we have some who are able to join us. Teachers, could you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. This year, the South Region is excited to honor 2 teachers for their outstanding work with Nifty students. Our first recipient is still pretty new to Nifty, but has been collaborative, inspirational, and always willing to learn. Today, we want to acknowledge your commitment to entrepreneurship and exposing our youth to really believing that anything is possible. The South's Rookie Teacher of the Year for 2025, who will receive a check for $250, is Maya Griffith. from Catherine Johnson Technology Management Academy in DeSoto, Iowa. We have to get some work to get you here.
I had to call our superintendent to get her here.
All right, here we go. After 1, 2, 3.
Can I get a picture right here?
Thank you, Ms. Griffith. And it would take a long time to list all of the accomplishments of the veteran teacher we're recognizing next. The students enrolled in her course are engaged, poised, and passionate about entrepreneurship. Her classroom is truly a model classroom. Her positive spirit is infectious, and her commitment to youth entrepreneurship is admirable. Today, we honor her for her creativity, innovation, and dedication to our young learners. Also receiving a check for $250 this year, I am pleased to recognize Jacqueline Renfro from Chrysler and Catholic. Ms. Adrian Jones is going to be accepting this on Ms. Renfro's behalf.
Her daughter graduated today. How dare her?
I'm sorry. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Adrian Jones, and I serve as the principal at Comerica Institute South. And this is an awesome lady here. Thank you very much. Her daughter is graduating college today from Prairie View A&M, so that's trumps this. But this is what her colleague said. If she was here, I'm sure she would express her heartfelt thanks to McGee. She loves it. She truly, truly loves it, and actually just was promoted to our assistant principal. And so she now supervises other entrepreneurship teachers. And so she loves this. She loves working with students. And thank you.
Take one picture back there.
And finally, there's one more award we want to give this year, an Innovative School of the Year Award. This award is presented to a school that exemplifies innovation, initiative, and an unwavering commitment to student success. From being among the first to volunteer for pilot programs to encouraging student participation in initiatives like the World Series of Innovation, UI Connect Day, and the Tier 1 AI platform, this school consistently leads by example, with dedication to providing transformative opportunities that help students grow academically, personally, and professionally. We are happy to recognize Career Institute East with this year's Innovative School Award.
That's fine.
We can get the bags once it's
You can look back there.
Congratulations to all our schools and teachers who go above and beyond in support of our students. We would not be here without you. And now it is my great privilege to introduce a very special segment of this afternoon's event. Cienzi Cuomo was born in Germany, then semi-raised in Cameroon, and now lives here in the U.S. He was part of the second graduating class of the Barack Obama Male Leadership Academy here in Dallas, and that's where his passion for business was born. CNZ has also integrated himself into the world of philanthropy in his region and currently serves in support of policy and advocacy efforts in the United Way of Metropolitan Dallas. Help me to welcome to the podium, CNZ Cuomo.
Good afternoon. I was like, what are they talking about up here? So my name is Ernst Young, and I was born in Germany, as she mentioned, and my family's from Cameroon. So growing up, I was kind of put in a world where I had to adapt quickly. And that's kind of like the theme of today's message about the theme of entrepreneurship. Henceforth, I immigrated to Dallas in 2006 at the age of 9 years old, and I grew up in McGee. So I went to CA Elementary, went to middle school in Oak Cliff, OW Homes, and then after that into Barack Obama Military Academy. And there, I got to understand and develop as a young man and leader in the community. And what I did was I was able to actually get a full ride to Babson College. And something about Babson College's claim to fame is what we call entrepreneurial thought and action. And that's why I decided to major in business. And because of that, I want to talk to you a bit about a pivot that I had to make due to be a co-ed graduate. So when I was attending Babson College, my senior year was in 2020 during my graduation. And so throughout my college, I had, thought I was going to go to AT&T because of the summer internship at AT&T every summer throughout college. And so when COVID hit, I was kind of put in a different kind of ideology because it's like all I thought was AT&T. And so when that didn't happen, due to COVID, there was layoffs and hiring freezes and something I did my senior year in college actually. I studied abroad my senior year, right? Which they tell you not to do because you're supposed to stay on campus and look for jobs and whatnot. But due to that, this fall I was off campus, and then in the spring, after spring break, they all kind of told us to go back home for safety reasons. And so there I decided to what am I gonna do next, right? Because what I thought I was gonna have was no longer. So I had to think about sit down and just think about what's gonna be next. And so that was a really hard time because for me, because personally, you always, sometimes you have this laser focused vision and goal that you want to strive for, and then something just happens out of your control, and you don't have those resources to actually go back right on track. So I had to make a huge pivot. And so during that time, shout out to the Comerica Bank for their business HQ. I was out there all the time, just working on my resume and finding interviews, and through that process, I came in contact with a program at SMU. So what they did was they created a new program for MBA students, for students who just got from undergrad to actually go and pursue their graduate degree right after undergrad college. And so because typically they want you to actually, have some years of experience of work experience before you actually get your MBA. But due to the natural circumstances of the COVID pandemic, this was kind of a new way of modeling, getting students from undergrad to go directly pursue their MBA. And so, but the only caveat was that you actually needed to still have a job to actually be considered for the program. So I found myself again needing to find a job quickly to actually pursue my MBA at SMU. And so now I was kind of if I get a job, I might as well also go for the MBA as well because it's a new opportunity. I can actually, get my work experience and also get an MBA alongside with it. And so now I'm facing a difficult, position again. It's everyone's in the same position as me. They're all looking for jobs, and people just graduated, and this just a whole economy is kind of going back with this lockdowns, there's all these different things, the civil unrest, there's all these different kind of mechanics happening in society. And so how do you kind of differentiate and put yourself apart in that? And so I decided to actually go through my Babson alumna network, which is very entrepreneurial focused. And so I came up with some questions that I wanted to think about. And so due to that, I was able to actually look at all the founders that came out of Babson. And so I messaged every single one that I could find on LinkedIn, and I sent them a message, hey, I have this huge opportunity to get my MBA, but I just need a role in order for me to actually continue with that pursuit. And so, I got tons of, no's, but that one is all I needed. And so, his name was Kevin Bryant. He was a Babson alum. And he had a business, which is virtual, which is great for me because I was not going to travel all the way out in the UK to actually get the role and also be able to pursue my MBA. And so I remember when I got the call, I had recently moved to Florida. And so when I got his call, I was actually driving, and I remember, parking on the side of the road and getting this call. And he said he might have an opportunity at his company, Educated Change. I'm like, okay. I forgot that I even sent that message. So I went back home and I researched everything I could on the company. And he called me 2 hours later. And so, and through that conversation, we had almost like an hour conversation. And, me kind of being understand like what the company was and, making that initiative to go ahead and study. And so he really appreciated that. And so due to that, he accepted me as an intern and was able to actually pursue that and also my MBA as well. And so that's just something, a huge pivot for me that I was able to really accrue. And so some of the things that I want to, the lessons that I kind of want to share with you all is, one, is to always learn. You're in the process of wanting to learn every day, and I came up with an acronym just to show the importance of learning. So L is laugh. Say it with me, laugh. Life is short, and life, can be serious at times. But it's always important just to find a joy in your life because so much other things, there's so many problems in the world. You can always have the worst. So always find time to laugh and find joy around you. E is to engage and elevate. There's lots of different opportunities, and always being present in the moment is really important. Engage in exploring with people, that look different than you. Travel. Go out. Try a new hobby, find new experiences, because that helps you really elevate yourself and gives you new perspective as well so that you can become really a different individual as well. For A is act. Everyone says act. Act. So, you always want to make sure that you don't stay just complacent. One of my favorite quotes is, there's 3 types of people in this world. One that make it happen, some that don't know what happened, and others that, just watch it happen. So always make sure that you're the person that tries to make it happen and just being active and involved in the community. R is rest. Everyone says rest. Rest. There's so many, different things in this world, and we tend to be so busy, and we always forget to take care of our own selves, right? So, the most important person that you can serve is yourself first, before you can even pour into someone else. So make sure you have those resources just to take care of yourself. Go for a spa day, take some time for yourself, meditate, do yoga, exercise, but just do something worthwhile that you can be able to, make sure that you're pouring into yourself spiritually, emotionally, so that you can be your best self at all times. And, that's how you bring your best self to work as well, to school, to whatever environment that you're in. And last one is network. Everyone says network. Network. Thank you. So, building your network, making sure that, you introduce yourself to somebody new, to, start, being able to build your network so that you're able to also increase who you are as a person and get those different experiences as well. And so at the end of the day, I just want to leave you all with something that, was super inspiring to me. It's just the community that you're able to galvanize and create once you put all those practices into effect. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Nancy, for sharing your unique insights with us. It's been such a pleasure to have you with us. It's great to see we thought our vendors would be back now. So we're going to skip ahead just a little bit. That gives me a little longer to talk with you guys. If you don't know me, I'm Trish McGee. I'm the regional director for NFTE South, and I've been here for 4 years. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but I want to celebrate a few more contributors to the NFTE team's success. Each year, we have the honor to select both an individual and a corporate volunteer of the year from our region. We then move on to become nominees for NFTE's National Volunteer of the Year Awards. Those are presented at the National Challenge in New York City this October. So this year, let's talk about the individual volunteer first of all. Miss Lunch. Miss Lunch, would you be my manna, please? That's dating me, I understand. This year's Individual Volunteer of the Year has quickly woven herself into the tapestry that is Nifty South. She first volunteered at Youth Entrepreneurship Summit events in 2023 and has been a constant and consistent source of support since then. She has coached many of our students, entrepreneurs, she's led workshops, she even did coaching with the Nifty staff. She jumped on an all-staff meeting and just did an amazing job. She is eternally positive and always present. In today's environment, she consistently shows up, especially in person, and that's kind of a rarity. But our volunteer can always be counted on not only to show up, but bring her million-watt smile and her infectious personality. She inspires those around her to be their best self and is always there to lend her time and her tremendous talents to help make that a reality for all she encounters. On top of that, she's the incoming chairperson for our Nifty South Board next year, and we're all excited to see what she'll do. Well, you just never know what's going to happen as well. Congratulations to our Individual Volunteer of the Year and our amazing event host, Michelle Baker.
I did not say one thing when I started today, why Nifty is so important to me. When I was 13, I had 3 businesses, and I was raised in East Oakland. It's a very urban, dark place to be. I told the story like this. There was a lot of alcoholic men running around my household, not great for a little girl, and it shredded my confidence. So I barely graduated from high school. I became a straight student. By the time I was 20, I was incarcerated. So I found my way back. 30-something years later, I'm sitting in a networking meeting, and the woman talked about vision versus goals, and I remember who I wanted to be when I was 13, and I never stopped looking back. My passion is to make certain I change the trajectory of the lives of youth. That's why I love it.
Trish, we got, on their way. Okay, perfect.
Judges are on their way. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you might want to just fill for a second.
So I'm now kind of jump to a little bit of my personal, what I wanted to say today. A lot of you know that today is my last day. I'm retiring as of the end of today. This is my last event, and I'm going to try not to choke up here. I spent 30 years in public ed, 17 as a classroom teacher, 13 as a principal, and then I was looking for what was next, and I found Nifty. Nifty found me, somebody found each other. But and we were talking the other night, this truly was one of those things, the students listen to this, the job posting, I really didn't think I was qualified for it. Because there were a lot of things in there that had to do with nonprofit and grades I've never taught, things I had never dipped my toe in. And so I called it anyway, because I liked it, and I bought it. And I've been with it for 4 years, and it has been the most amazing bridge to retirement. Because as a principal, a teacher, there's so many great things, but I'll be honest, I don't miss as a principal having to call the parents and do all that stuff. So I get really the good parts now. I still get to work with the kids and the teachers and have amazing people. So I'm going to miss that. But I'm going to also enjoy traveling. My daughter lives abroad, and so give me about 6 months and you're going to see me again. But I want to thank a few key people. JD, number 1, who hired me, so appreciative. Our board, which plays a big part in it. That's been awesome to work with. Susan Paul for the events and everything that you just make run so smoothly. Don't worry, that's just ignoring. But also I want to, Diana is our volunteer coordinator, but the number 1 person I want to thank is Jen. As far as I get me. I've known Jen since she was 13. Her mom was my teaching partner, and she's the most amazing person. She followed me through 3 campuses as one of my teachers when I was a principal, so you know what you're getting, right? A quality person, the intellect, she knows how to target teachers. And as of your teacher sitting out here, you know. So she's moving into my spot. You are in excellent hands. One quote I want to leave you with is Winnie the Pooh. I'm sorry, I was an elementary teacher. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. It's not goodbye, it's, I'm coming back. You're not gonna get rid of me that easy. But just thank you. I truly, truly appreciate it. So. Okay, so let's do our corporate volunteer of the year. It comes to no surprise that Fidelity is our corporate partner volunteer winner this year. Fidelity cannot be matched in their eagerness to help grow their experience in the Nifty South students. They're proactive in their approach to volunteerism and are consistently reaching out to ask how can we help. They've coached and mentored our students. They're recently involved with our Nifty South alumni and teachers in a panel discussion, and that had an audience of over 500 Fidelity in-person and remote employees. So that was such an amazing experience. They're part of the Nifty South Summer Biz Camp and will be inviting Biz Camp students to the Fidelity headquarters for business plan coaching and tour and hosting the camp's business plan pitch competition at their headquarters this summer. And everything they've done and continue to do, they show their true dedication to Nifty's mission and their how can we help approach proves their intent in making a difference for Nifty South students. Accepting the award is Fidelity's own client services leader and judge, Kelli Vibert.
Thank you so much. This has been an incredible day today to see the future. As you mentioned, Fidelity is really invested in our community. We're also invested in our customers. We want to make sure our customers have a financial well-being. And our goal is also for our associates to have a safe and respectful workplace that they can thrive and grow their careers. Because of this, we're able to give back to the community and make sure that we continue to grow within the community and help you with your own financial goals. And so today is really important. This partnership is really important, and we appreciate all of it. We're happy to be recognized, and we want to make sure that we continue to grow this partnership in the future. So thank you for letting me be here today. This is incredible. The future is bright according to what we've seen today, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Now I will turn it over to Dr. Ross so we can find out more winners.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. We'll get to the winners very. I have a lot of noise. We'll get to the winners very soon, I promise you. But I do want to take just one more moment to say some very well-deserved thank yous to a number of people. One person who I'd like to thank, among others, is Lizette Mendez, our outgoing regional board chair. Lizette has been exemplary, a champion for the region, but probably you also don't know that she's provided fantastic service as a member of one of our national board committees. She actually is one of the people who makes sure that Nifty itself is a good business. She has an acute eye for finances. She keeps us responsible, and it's such a pleasure to work with a dedicated professional. Will you join me in thanking Lizette for her service on the board? And I would like to add my own personal thank you to Trish. All of you know from your own experiences with her what a fantastic champion of Nifty and its model and our students that she is. I would just like to share with you what an exemplary person she is. One of the best joys as a CEO is when it's pretty obvious that you have a star in your midst, that you would be foolish not to hire them. And that is how I felt when I met Trish. I'm not going to say we're going to miss you because, as you said, you're never really going to be very far away. But I do want to thank you personally and in front of everyone for taking a South region that had a lot of momentum and some growth. It really needed a leader to bring it all together. And you have not only sustained the momentum, you've accelerated it even further. And you've done something really, really valuable, which is that you have left the work of the region in fantastic hands. So please join me once more in thanking my colleague Stretch and our new leader for the South Region, Finland. All my new colleagues here, thank you for your time and service as well. Okay. There are a lot of people to thank, our educators, our judges, our corporate supporters, our board members who are here. I'd be remiss if I didn't name Comerica and really thank you for this wonderful venue, that fantastic food, and all the support that Comerica provides. Latoya Rowell from our national board and who is with Comerica is here. My colleague Melinda is here. Comerica is a really special institution. They're committed to entrepreneurship, young entrepreneurs, and we're so pleased and proud that we share the common value of promoting this thing and to see our partnership grow so fast as it's done. Okay, now Michelle is going to announce the winners, but I have something to say to the students who presented. So all the students who presented today, who pitched here, would you stand up? I have something in my hand here. This is a ticket to nationals. And this ticket entitles the bearer to represent this region and compete in our nifty national competition on October 8th in New York City. And no matter who wins the prize today, what I want to tell you is that all of you standing have had your ticket punched to go to New York City. Congratulations. We all look forward to seeing how you continue to work on your business plans and keep working on those business plans. You have lots of time and space to work on them further, and we're going to see you do even better stuff in October. See you there. Okay, it is the moment we've all been waiting for. Let me bring Michelle back up to announce our winners of today's competition.
Everyone, let's applaud JD. Okay, I waited. I wanted to cheat and look without John. I decided not to. So we're gonna do this all together. They're standing and waiting, bated breath. So we're gonna get everything correct. So we start with our runners-ups. Now, I feel like I'm at the Oscars. So good. Okay, so we go. Wait, let me make certain I'm doing it in the correct order before I start. Yes, this is correct. So our two runners-up, each receiving $100 gift certificate and the chance to compete in nationals, which we just announced, so I don't need to say that, right? Lexi Hoffman from Hearing Longfellow with Lexi Steve Tree, and Kevin Navarro from Nimitz High School. They're shooting big now. Guys, take those pretty pictures.
All right, everybody look right here. Okay.
Congratulations. Okay, here we go. Next, this year's third place winner receiving $500. Jay Cruz and Raul from Price Memorial School, Little Man Living. Paper check.
Okay, everybody now look right here.
I must repeat that.
All right,
Someone said
boys,
they
right
can
here.
cash it downstairs.
Yeah, you're in the white. You can make that happen, right?
Congratulations. Next, winning 1,000, today's second place winner. You know this means we'll know the first place after I say it. You guys want me to say it? Yes. I'll say it. Jonathan Campos from Comerica
All right, everybody look right here. Jonathan, there. Got it.
Congratulations, Jonathan. And, of course, our first place winner, taking in $1,500, Cassie and Ira. From Grand Prairie School for the highly gifted with child guardians. Congratulations, ladies. Let's give it up.
They keep getting closer.
Yeah, they keep closer to the window.
Okay. All right. Everybody, there's gonna be lots of photos. Everybody can look at me real quick. Yes. Y'all look at me.
Let's get all my winners back.
Yes.
All right.
Get all the winners.
All the winners, come on up. Come on up.
Everybody. Everybody come join right here in the middle.
One big group photo.
One big group photo. Check. There you go. Sorry, I'm gonna get right there. Okay. Right here, please squeeze in. Okay. Judges, will you mind moving?
We're gonna get you guys in the picture too anyway. So
After all that,
just
slide to the right.
1, 2, 3. Big smiles. Woo. Okay, and then judges,
Come on,
join the
Judges, you
group.
can get in the picture too.
So students, we kind of squeeze in, maybe side by side. Instead of shoulder to shoulder, turn.
Yeah, there you go. Here.
That makes it easier.
Turn a little bit this way like you're in
There
the
we
choir.
go. Thank you.
Right? Yeah, everybody knows
Turn
what
away
that's
from
like.
Jen.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna take several of these. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Big smiles. Perfect. All right.
Okay, let's
Well done.
Turn the page. Latoya, you go ahead and just take that microphone. Okay, sorry.
Yes. So good afternoon. This has been an amazing experience to have you all here. Congratulations again to the winners. So my name is Latoya Rao, Vice President and National Community Affairs Manager at Comerica Bank. So before we close things out, I want to again congratulate Trish on her the next chapter of your life. And I won't get emotional like I did on the phone earlier this week. So I have a little token of appreciation for you that Carmen's gonna give to you. You're very welcome. So before we close it out, I want to thank again Melinda Chausse, our Chief Credit Officer, for being a judge. She always answers the call whenever I need her to volunteer. And as one of our senior leaders, it's really important to have you be here and be a part of what we're doing in the community. Again, Brandon Jones, my manager, who gives me the time to go up to New York and let Comerica pay for. So I appreciate that. It's always fun to go to board meetings and the competition. So, and a few other people, Carmen as well, who always helps out and does a great job with our programs and our communications for these type of events. So I think that's it. That's all I wanted to thank everybody, but we do have a special announcement. So for all of those who competed this year or today, we are presenting you with brand new iPads. As a congratulations, and hopefully you will use those iPads to continue elevating your business and growing. So come on up and get your prize.
Perfect.
And you will leave here today with them. There is no delivery. I hate when that happens. When you get something and you gotta wait for it.
Y'all scoot in a little bit here. You know what we're gonna do? Thank you. We're gonna move the podium. Love a good podium.
And while we're getting our iPads, I also want to thank our colleagues who come out and volunteer with NFTE. Each for this, I think for the second year in a row, we've been one of NFTE's top corporate volunteers. So it's really the folks in this space and in this building who go out and who support these young people right here. Last but not least, I did forget someone, Michael Durkin, who's with our host team, who gets all of these things set up for us. So thank you, Michael. He's over there hiding. So thank you so much. All right.
are where our sort of major regions are. Next year, what I'm trying to do is actually sort of fan it out so that there are more of these events, because I'd love to do one in San Francisco and one in LA and one in Philadelphia and one in New York and one in St. Louis and one in Chicago, and because we have those little markets. And right now what I'm doing is madly flying children around the country for these regionals. Not here because we don't have that many that are that far away. So, can you do it's only $5,000 to fly a whole bunch of kids around, where it's like $10,000 to get the catering for another 100 people. So sometimes
Interesting.
it's a challenge. But if we get to the point where we're doing them in person again and we have that going on, then it behooves me to have one person doing all the filming, because